right, we ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Was that your countdown?
3, 2, 1. Hey, YouTube. What's up?
You just like clapped immediately. I was like, I guess no countdown today.
How dare you interrupt me before I say hello to Spotify,
An apple.
Google Podcasts, and
Well,
Apple? How dare you?
Sorry.
Well, hello, everybody
Can't cuss
in the
yet.
club. Oh yeah, we can't. We gotta hold it back. Hold it back. It is a Thursday episode, meaning we're gonna be doing some. This music goes hard, by the way.
Right?
It goes pretty hard. We're doing a retro review of an album that's pretty near and dear to our hearts, I would say, because we're all sons of the South. All right.
That's right.
Well, Brett, you came from somewhere in the cornfields, but you migrated.
I did.
You came here and we took you in and said, "Play in the mud, little boy.
Here's
Play
some
in the
sweet
mud.
tea.
Let's drink some sweet tea."
Here is some diabetes in your dirty water.
Right.
Here's
You
a
can
flannel
deep
or
fry
two.
everything. Okay?
That's right.
Go to the fair. You deep fry everything. Sometimes you got even
Right.
double deep fry.
Listen here, around these parts we got 2 state fairs, okay? You got the one that's in February, and you got the one that's in March. Okay, the one in March is all about strawberries.
That's right.
That
right.
is right.
Strawberry Festival. You see Carrie Underwood there.
You could get
60
you could
seconds
get a
have
whole
passed? Well, shit.
you could get a whole day off of school for some reason.
That's when you get all your friends together and you have games. That's a state fair.
Dude, the amount of dumb shit that we did at the state fair, though, because we would have to go there for band, because that was the
Yeah, so-
first day was a band competition.
Yep. Every time.
So
I would get the free ticket on fair day. You get the free ticket, and I'm like, fuck, I already got to be there.
I gotta be there,
But this is useless. I'm already getting in,
dude.
and you can't use it on any other day.
Me and Joey, we would break so much shit. I remember there was one time. So one of us had a lighter on us. It was like an all metal lighter, and we were doing one of the stupid ass rides that brings you around and is twisting you, and that thing came out of Joey's pocket and just shattered all of the lights that were on this ride.
I feel like I've never ridden a fair ride where I've like got it
well.
without, yeah. I feel like I've almost died every time, like every single time.
Dude, that's why for years I refused to go in the fucking swirly thing. So I was like, no, I'm gonna fly out. I'm gonna die. A fucking pole's gonna come in my face.
That's the thing. It's like you can never trust a carny, right? That's like the whole thing.
The whole thing.
But anyway, the reason why we're talking about the fair, we're talking about
Because what
with
we're
funny
listening
accents.
to the
Right.
time was Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
That's right.
That's right.
And this album, I'm pretty sure this album came out in 2007.
8.
8?
Oh, we'll find out
Cody?
who's right in a bit.
Yeah, 7 or 8, right? This was a pretty solid time for all of us in high school. And of course, we're from the state that this band is from as well. Dallas Taylor was part of Underoath back in the day. We'll get to some of that. He's the lead singer of Maylene and the Sons of Disaster. He went to our high school, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he went too. All of them did.
Yeah, most of Underoath went together. They lived over
Yeah.
at Palencia
Yeah.
Yeah.
behind Walmart.
But when he migrated up into the real South, because Tampa isn't South, right?
I have researched. Isn't Dallas from Ocala?
Shouldn't be.
Is he?
He shouldn't be. They
Yeah,
all
Was
started.
Was he born there and then moved down here?
Maybe,
Because
but
they all were Tampa boys at one point.
I know most of them were.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Yeah, because Aaron's back and forth on Clearwater.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Spencer's in Clearwater,
hmm
True. Yeah.
but
Timmy lives in Ybor. But anyways, that's Underoath. That's a different band.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
where all of them are.
That's a different band. But Maylene, when Dallas went up to like the Tallahassee area.
Tally. That's just
Yeah,
Tally.
Tally. Yeah, I was starting to say that, and then I was like, oh, they might not know it.
You gotta
Up in
learn
that
today.
area, he started a band called Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, which is one of the best Southern metal bands you could ever listen to. They just do everything right. It's gonna be super fun to talk about. But before we jump into that, let's make sure we hit our subscribes. Make sure we follow us on the Spotifys and the Apples and the Googles. And then also, if you want to partake in the live show, we did a pre-show, talked about some dumb stuff. That's always fun. Come over there, follow us on Twitch. And we also do an after show where we listen to music together and hang out. So please go over there. But other than that, let's get on into it now, here. Cody, take it away.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes, as they say.
Taters.
All right, I'm deciding this right now. I'm going here make it a challenge to see how long in this review I can just keep up this southern accent.
Are we all doing southern?
I'm digging back in my roots, boys.
What's funny though is sometimes it sneaks out on me in the middle, like just when I'm actually just being normal. It's kind of there sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Well, up there in Canada, I mean, you gotta be the most southern person up there in your neighborhood. They gotta be walking around. They hear you talking. They go, "Whoa, what you talking about?"
I sent an email to work, right?
What you say?
And I was like, "Hey, y'all," and they were dying. They were, and I was like, "What do you mean? You don't know?"
It's you. Oh,
those guys used to make so much fun of me too. I'd be sitting in the garage. I was like, "Hey, can y'all want to bring me a tool or something real quick?" And they're like, "Y'all."
One of y'all, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't ever heard of it before now, boy.
This is gonna be a hell of an episode.
It's gonna be a grace. All right, by the grace of God, we're gonna get through it. Okay, this here. Before we get into the album, I got a little bit of a question for you.
All right.
What pray tell is your favorite Maylene and the Sons of Disaster song?
Okay. Ooh, so hard. There's so many.
No, man. There's a few.
Yeah, I'll go first. I like me a tough John Jacobs. Okay, like that a whole bunch. I like Listen Close from the third album. I like Tale of the Runaways from this album that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. What's the other one off the first album I like?
Caution. Caution's a good one for me.
Caution.
That was
back in the day.
Yeah, that was my ringtone.
Oh,
you remember? So like when we go on band trips and shit,
yeah.
and that was my alarm. So that way I had all fucking 12 of y'all bitches in my goddamn room.
Yeah.
Just
that was
fucking Dallas just screaming immediately. 6
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. I always thought "Step Up, I'm On It" was just a hilarious track.
Oh yeah,
and that's on 3, right? Yeah, that's on 3.
Yeah.
Because it's so like it starts off like so hillbilly-ish, right? Like real hillbilly.
Saw that. I saw the years.
But yeah, I like that one. And Listen Close is also a good track, Cody. Good pick there. I think the first song I ever heard by them, Dry the River.
Wow,
I think it's just classic. Classic. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've always been particular to the first album and this one.
Sure.
I think the first one and this album both real good.
Yep.
I like how the first one ends with "Just Want to Make Mother Proud."
I play that shit on guitar all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Sure do.
Yep. Annoyingly, probably.
It's been so underrated, man.
Yep.
So
So
underrated.
good.
But soon we'll get new music, but that's for later. Now we're talking about
That's
number
right.
2. It's their second studio album. Go fucking figure. Released March 20th, 2007. Almost coming up on an anniversary in 10 days. Don't ask me what anniversary.
Really?
I'm not going to do the math. 15.
15.
Yeah, I did the quick math.
What day?
Maybe we planned something subconsciously here.
You said 20th?
Yeah, a little bit. The 20th, yeah.
Shit.
Sheesh.
Shit.
It has 11 tracks coming in at whoops, I didn't put the whole thing like a fucking idiot. Hold on. Number 2 coming in at a hot 40 minutes and 38 seconds. The performers on this album were Dallas Taylor on the vocals, Roman Haviland on the bass and backing vocals, Scott Collum on lead guitar, Josh Williams on the rhythm guitar, and Lee Turner on drums. Features, though not official, not big names, just some Jacob Bunton on additional guitar, Tim Carroll on the bowed bass, Rodney Reeves on acoustic guitar, percussion, and vocals. Michael Schwan on additional guitars and the slide guitar. The production team was Jason Elgin. He was the producer, engineer, mixing, and percussion. He's done these things on every Maylene release. And also Roger Leon on the mastering. He's worked with a bunch of people like Marcus Miller, Bouncing Souls, Stain, Dope, Sick of It All, Muse, Limp Bizkit, Ben Fold 5, Violent Femmes, Guar, Sum 41, Geddy Lee, Pantera, CKY, Coheed, Korn, Rush, Biffy, Clyro, Bayside, and every album from Maylene except for the fourth one. So,
okay.
Solid little team right there.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The singles from this album were Dry the River, The Day Hell Broke Loose at Sacred Hollow, Darkest of Kin, and Raised by the Tide. Now, they say Raised by the Tide, and we keep saying that this is a Florida band, but if you look everywhere, the hometown's listed as Birmingham, Alabama. So I don't know.
Lie.
That's a fucking lie.
I don't know what to
Yep.
make of that.
That is a fucking lie.
We used to talk about this all the time. Basically, this is kind of like the Mayday Parade thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too, where it's like, where's that Floribama, right?
Yeah.
That's that. It's definitely a Florida band. But I'm sure they probably hadn't got more shows at Barnes and shit in Alabama.
Where do you go play around Tallahassee?
Right.
Tallahassee. I live there. I know what it's like. You're not going up to Valdosta or fucking Bainbridge to go play. No, you're staying in Tallahassee.
What I think happened is probably Dallas just went up to Birmingham, and the majority of the band was originally from Birmingham, so
Right.
technically from Birmingham.
Yeah, but everybody knows Dallas.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
And where's he from?
The rest of the band, I also feel like
Apparently Tampa, even though everything else says Ocala.
I feel like Dallas is the band really, because the rest of the band kind of just filtered through. Like they changed hands a lot.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
So
On Wikipedia, the former members thing is very, very long.
right,
It's a lot of
it's a
them.
bunch of different people, but Dallas always stayed true.
Well, speaking of Dallas, this band was formed by Dallas after he, of course, left Underoath in 2003, and then Maylene dropped their debut album in 2005 with Monoverse Stereo before moving on to Ferret Records from then on. Here's a bit of a rumor. Well, here's the thing. We know Maylene. A lot of people around our age group and around our area know Maylene for obvious reasons. Not a huge band talked about on the interwebs. So not a lot that I could, authenticate the sources from. So I got a lot of rumors, got a lot of things from song meanings from posts from 2007. So I don't know where to make heads or tails of any of it.
Yeah, the only reason why even Puffer at work knew of them because he's from Bama.
Exactly.
Right. It's like everybody's local band. If you're from the South, you know Maylene, yeah.
Yeah, it's for the true hipsters. So here's the rumor of why Dallas left Underoath to begin with. And again, rumor. We don't know if it's true or not. Apparently, Underoath had considered Taylor's proposal to longtime girlfriend as evidence of insufficient devotion to the band. And that's why he fucking left.
Where's your head at?
Yeah.
Where's your head at?
Saw that on a random website.
It's all bullshit. Like no one knows anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dallas has always been really good friends with the rest of the band, so I don't think it was under bad terms. I think I once heard someone, I think it was the guy who owned Circle, where we
Circle
used to go
Studios?
rehearse. Yeah. I forget who said it, but we were talking about Maylene, and he was like, yeah, Dallas, just fucking wanted to make a Southern band, so he up and left and made a Southern band, and I've always liked him for that. And I'm like, yeah.
That's rad.
I think he just wanted to go a different direction and different sound than what Underoath was doing, and it's fair.
Right.
Well, it's honestly too like when he was in Underoath, it was a very different sound.
Oh,
Very different sound.
Yeah, I don't like the old stuff, honestly.
No, even Changing the Times, the only song is Sun Still Sleeps, so.
Dude, the Act Appalled,
True.
not
No.
great.
No.
You mean Act of Reason. Act Appalled is Circa.
Oh, that's Circa.
That's what it is. Yeah,
I got
Act
you
of
back,
Reason.
don't worry.
there you go. Yeah, that one.
I know you got a
He
roommate
made
that's
it-
been playing just Circa Survive for like 8 months, so.
Yeah. I think he made a
That's all I
good
was
choice
listening
going
to
to the
last night.
Southern stuff. Super authentic, really fun. I guess what the scene needed, you know.
Absolutely. So the band was named after notorious 1930s bank robber Maylene Ma Barker and her murderous sons, whose local criminal reign is now fodder for tourists in Ocala. A commentary on how even the most violent and amoral acts can eventually become light entertainment. So Ma Barker and them from Ocala. So
Whatever. If you're from Ocala, you're from Tampa, because
might as well,
like,
yeah. Shit about Ocala,
what's
Data
the
Remember.
difference? Right. Shit.
Yeah.
Like I know Data Remember's a local band too, right?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna play shows?
So where are you gonna play? Yeah.
Seriously. I know.
If you're not going to Ybor or St. Pete, you're not going.
What are you
anywhere.
fucking doing? Right.
Yeah. This album sold 6,000 copies in its first week and placed 156 on the Billboard Top 200 when it debuted. Memories of the Grove was featured in both Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, one of the worst Tony Hawk games, and Guitar Hero 2 as DLC.
Really?
Brick Walker. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was DLC, but it was DLC for Guitar Hero 2, so you're really going to get DLC on that one?
No, I didn't get into it really until 3 anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's when the internet was better for games.
Yeah, true.
Brick Walker is mentioned numerous times in Memories of the Grove, and according to UrbanDictionary.com, Brick Walker is an old Southern slang term for someone who is unemployed, typically desperate for cash and willing to do anything to get by. And then their example was a quote from Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Here, let me get my Boomhauer voice on. Man, them brick walkers don't going around blessing for cash all day long. I'll tell you what.
There it is.
There it is. Fair enough.
Right, fair enough.
Apparently, that whole brick walker section refers to a time when the band's van was broke down in a bad part of California and was stranded. Some hobos came up from the alley, warned the band, saying, "Hey, I don't know what you Southern fellas are doing out here, but this is a bad part of California. You don't want to be stranded here overnight, okay? Well, here's the deal, okay? Well, we'll watch over, and if anything goes down, we got your back." So the whole night, they went into the alley. They're digging around in the dumpster. They're looking for hobo stuff, and they're just walking on the brick walls around it. So Dallas, he wrote about it. He was looking through the windows and
Shit.
brick walkers.
That sounds like some fucking Mad Max fucking apocalypse shit.
Yeah.
Walking around
Again.
on brick walls.
All of these are all from posts from 2007 on songmeanings.com that I found. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, because none of it's probably true. And the other half of it was all people going, maybe I'm an overanalyzing Christian, but here's what I think God is shoved into this for. Anywho, of course, you can interpret every song on these albums to be about Ma and the boys, or like I just said, God, because Christians think that every word of every band, even remotely Christian, is absolutely 100% about word. And I'm more, I mean, obviously there's a lot of Christian references and direct lyrics directed at God, but from the point of view of the Sons, I think it's just talking at God in a Southern sense, where they use it kind of willy-nilly like, in a metaphorical sense. I know that's a lot of syllables for the South, but we'll make it through. Rather than the worshiping sense.
Right.
Death is an alcoholic. It's about when I don't know why I said death like that. Death. Death is an alcoholic is about when touring is over and going back home to Dallas's wife and kid, all while knowing he'll have to leave again the next time. Again, incidental things that people in the comments were like, Dallas told me this in 2008, and I said, sure. I got to put something down.
Yep.
He's like a fucking wandering messiah or some shit. Just people picking up small bits of his. It's like, the prophet says.
Wait, look at the cat.
Yep.
Look at that
cat. Yitty. According to a comment on songmeanings.com by user Owls with 2S, it says 2 S's. In 2007, his friend, who's in My Child, My Bride, or My Children, My Bride, sorry, stayed at Dallas's house. And Dallas told him that the song Everyone Needs a Hastings is about Matthew Hastings, the lead singer from My Children, My Bride's father. Is that true? Is it fake? I don't know.
Who knows?
I wish someone wrote more about this band.
So Beartooth.
It's a Beartooth. Yeah.
Everything's
Wait.
about his dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, true.
All of it.
This is about someone else's dad. Different.
Oh, someone else's dad. It's not his dad.
Oh, someone else's
Completely.
dad.
Oh, okay. Totally different.
And then the song Tales of the Runaways is the most direct song about Ma and her sons on this album. It wraps up the whole thing very nicely before going into that, acoustic instrumental outro that for some reason was the second single. I don't get it, but whatever. And that's it. That's all I got for you.
All right.
So there's something about Maylene that, okay, you guys know me. I hate country music, right? Hate it. But if country music was like this, I'd be listening to it all the. And there was a case for when the album 4 came out. At the Grand Ole Opry, there was a award show. I don't remember what award show it is, but they were nominated for something in, I don't know, country music, because sure,
It's outlaw country.
right, it is country music, I guess.
It's true country.
It's just not pop, right? And obviously, it's rock and roll. So there is something about it that is inherently Southern, but like, is it country? Like, what is country? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to balance that. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's super cool. The riffs are really fun. This beat's cool.
Dude,
Sitting in the back.
It's very much not country.
Yeah. I don't know. This album, I do think 3 kind of hits their style a little harder, but 1 and 2 definitely solidified them as like, we're a band. What's up? Let's go on tour. They did start falling away in, I guess, popularity maybe when they got to 4, because that album was a little hit or miss. But and then obviously he hurt himself. So that's sad.
That did happen.
Yeah, luckily he's on the mend. But 2, I would probably say their best like genre defining album. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Brad,
Fair enough.
it was your pick, so why don't you
Hello.
lead us?
All right, what's my pick?
Get into it now here.
Yeah. So, I don't know what to say really about this one. I like this album a lot. Josh has kind of covered it a lot of, this was really very influential when it came out for us. This kind of helped me, I don't know if it's a good thing or not. It's where I went my Southern roots through, this time in my life. I don't know. It's a fun album. It's really good. I would say probably my favorite overall album from these guys. There's a lot from the first album that I do like, but I think that this one was a little more put together than the first one, as a whole package. And I don't know, I wanted something like, I kind of chose this one for this month or for this week as well. Because I wanted to, we're starting to get into springtime, starting to get, it's raining every fucking day here again. Yeah, it's pretty warm out. I wanted something a little more upbeat, that kind of gave me that come back to home kind of vibe. And this is what came to mind. So, but yeah, I don't know. It was a fun one.
Here, let me ask you this. Interview question.
Interview question.
Is there any memories in particular tied to this album or, to any of these songs in particular that stand out to you? The reason, like, why this album? Why is it this album, this sound that gives you that nostalgia, pulling back to the olden days? Because I've got songs like that too.
So,
like Bothered by Stone Sour and all that stuff always reminds me of like autumn.
True. Yeah, I don't know. There was something about just the album cover mixed with the timing of when we were starting bands and stuff and kind of, starting to figure out how to actually play our instruments. So we're like, hey, this sounds really cool. there's a lot more, like Just in the Red, for instance, was pretty popular around here back then. Another southern hardcore kind of band. Every Time I Die was a really big influence around that time as well. So it was naturally where we were going. As far as like memories and stuff, I kind of mentioned earlier about Caution from the first album, it being my ringtone and my alarm clock. But I don't really have anything specific from this one. It was on so much that it just kind of like all of it comes back. Like I just get like a nostalgia trip all at once kind of thing. Like I can remember all of a sudden, going out to band practice and, being out in the field marching, or also just us kind of driving down the street and then being at a freaking stoplight, opening the doors to the car, blasting the music, and have a little mosh pit in the middle of an intersection. Yeah. Just don't like it. Just like all of it comes back to me when I hear this, which is why I picked this. I don't really have one specific.
I also want to piggyback off that. This was like right around the time when we were like really starting to play guitar and like learn our instruments a little bit better. And I think because they're so the Southern music is so like ingrained in that pentatonic riffing, right? It allowed us to like learn how to play our instruments a little bit. Even though it's not super technical and there's not a lot of theory going on, it allowed us to be like, damn, we can actually play some of these riffs. I feel accomplished with my with my music right now. Right. So I think that's part of it. And also, you said, you wanted to choose it for March, in Florida, it's already fucking 90 degrees.
Yep.
Right?
Been raining all day.
Yeah, you're going to have to start mowing the grass, right? When you're a kid, 16, you got to mow the lawn. This was such good lawn mowing music. Dude, because it's driving. It's like you gotta fucking let's go, right? And you just go and you mow. Yep. And also, leading into the summer too, we saw these guys in Warped Tour, right? This was a Warped Tour, like we gotta see Maylene at Warped Tour, right? So that was another thing. It's just like when it gets hot out, you listen to this. That's kind of how it is. Yeah. At least for us stupid Florida boys. So
yeah. Pretty much same for me. Like, my earliest Maylene memories was, I don't know what year it was. I feel like it was like around 2009-ish. So I think the third album was also out. But they were one of those bands where I just downloaded the entire discography. I mean, I bought the entire discography legally, wink. And I remember being in Mississippi during the summer and listening to mainly the first album, like Tough as John Jacobs and Caution and all that stuff, but this one was also in the mix too. And both of these albums are just classics in my opinion. Like, there's not a whole lot that sounds similar to it, but there is. And I think they're just so good. I think the first album is very raw. This one kind of refines that sound and makes it their own. Not as hardcore, but more, the Maylene sound. Every riff is tight. It's a banger. The grooves are sick. Dallas sounds absolutely fantastic on it. And, it always also reminds me of summer and the spring. And I just love it. I also love whenever they do go softer and do more of those acoustic songs. I think Dallas has a really good singing voice outside of the bits.
Yep.
I don't know where Josh went. For a second, I thought you were frozen, so I thought I was just talking to him.
Josh is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there he is.
I'm back.
Hello.
I didn't go anywhere. No, the dog was wild in it.
So he's missing again.
Yeah, he's missing.
I'm here. No, I was listening Bluetooth style. And I kind of want to bounce off that because you're saying how he does have a really decent singing voice, and you don't get to hear any of that until you start listening to 3 and 4. Right?
You get it here with what's the song on here? Tale of the Runaways.
Yeah, but it has to be the slower song. Like he wasn't. I don't know if he was like. Maybe the genre or like how heavy they were trying to be for this particular album, and obviously the last album, their first, whether or not this was like maybe I can't sing choruses. We have to do gang vocal, or I have to scream it at the same time. And then as he, you know, was writing more music for 3 and 4, you really got to see I can do a little bit of both, but still have heavy riffs. Maybe he wasn't comfortable yet. You know, maybe there was just a time. I don't know.
It does get more balanced as the band goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like here in this album, you're really only getting those kind of clean vocals in the choruses, which are like really big choruses. You know, his vocals are very layered during those things.
Oh yeah.
Which isn't bad.
And you also hear like
good.
4 people too, like four of the members singing too, or unless he's dubbing.
Yeah, a little bit more. The group.
I think
group
it's
chant.
well, you know, according to Wikipedia, it's just him and the bassist, and then the one of the extra people that's not really part of the band. I think a lot of those are just studio musicians. Rodney was his name. But yeah, I think it's just layered really well. But I mean, it applies to those gang vocals. So when you do go see him at Warped Tour and all that stuff, big choruses.
Oh, dude, it was so cool.
So fun.
It's so cool, and everyone's fucking chanting that shit along. Oh, yeah.
Really wish I could have seen them.
Yeah, they were fun.
Maybe soon when they get back together.
Yeah.
Maybe.
God, I hope the new music doesn't suck.
It's not.
I mean, from that one little clip, sounded pretty cool.
I mean, he's got an eye patch now. He's a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Southern Pirate.
Arr!
Can you imagine if the album's called R?
Oh shit! The Tale of Gaspar.
Oh my god. Yeah, Gasparilla themed that shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Shit.
There's already a ship down there. You just have to walk.
Fucking new band, Gaspar and the Swashbuckle Boys.
That's right. Let's do it. I do want to start a Southern.
We'll call that one Pirate Fang.
We'll do it. Pirate Fang. Yeah. Oh, white beard Fang.
Oh, white beard. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so do we want to get into our categories and break down our scores, or do you have a bit?
We want to do the podcast within a podcast. It's View Skewed and Review. Where I go through and I try to find all the reviews that I can find, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there's not a whole lot to go off of because, again, I guess no one else knew about this band or knew about this album because not a lot of fucking reviews out there this week. Only got 7 of them. Once again, we're the first album review of this album on YouTube. So, a lot of reactions. A lot of reactions to their songs. No reviews for this album, for any of their albums. Maybe the first one, but let's go down into the dungeon and let's find out in the deep annals of the internet what the internet thinks about this album. All Music has it as a 7. Jesus Freak Hideout, 8.
Oh my God.
Cool.
AbsolutePunk.net, 8.9. Punknews.org, 7. Rate Your Music's user average is a 6.74. Music Ohm, 10.
All right.
Yeah, technically it was a 4 out of 4, but you know, math. And Album of the Year's user average was a 6.9. That's it. No YouTube average, nothing. Just those 7. So where do you guys think
6.9
the average
nice.
is? Yeah, 6.9, nice.
Go over the numbers again.
7, 8, 8.9, 7, 6.74, 10, 6.9, nice.
All right. I'm gonna
there's
go.
a 10 in there.
There's a 10
I don't
there.
think the internet gives it over an 8. I think it's like a 7, 8, 6 or something like that.
Going 8.1.
7,
Okay.
8.1 and 7.86. Brett, you were closer. It's a 7.79.
Okay.
Wait, it's below my number then.
But you're the closer.
Oh, I'm
one.
still close. Okay.
Okay.
We're not
okay.
doing prices, right?
No, that's only for
No.
the other one.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
said 7.79.
Yeah, that was the average.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm fine with it, I guess.
All right.
I
well,
might
let's
like
see.
it a little more than that, but
Let's find out. Brett,
About to find out. Hell yeah, brother.
give us your breakdown.
All right. Shit, let me pull up the thing. All right, so songwriting and lyrics. Well, the songwriting I like a lot. Lyrics, if they're what the hell you're talking about, wild.
Yeah, a lot of the comments in there trying to understand the lyrics, very loose.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, you can probably get that from those, but I'm looking at the lyrics. I'm like, guys, I think he's just writing about whatever he wants. I don't know.
More stories, more fiction.
Yeah.
Than the non-fiction. Yes.
I also believe that was like the time too. Like right in this 2000s era, there was a lot of storylines going on. Because you got to think, this was like the My Chems of the world, right? Was in this time period. I think this emo
American
music
Idiot.
or like alt culture in general was more like, let's not be real. I'm too sad to be real with everyone. I'm gonna make up really interesting stories.
Well, he just got
I think
out
that
of a
was the
sad
thing.
band. Why would you do another sad band?
True.
You know?
Where's this party at time?
Yeah.
He was
We're
writing
in the
about
South.
Ma and her boys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want to drive
yeah.
my truck to the beach, get wasted.
Yeah.
Then I'll cry
More
about
like-
my tractor not working.
More running from cops and doing bootlegger stuff, but yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
NASCAR. That's different.
Yeah.
It's not NASCAR anymore. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So, anyways, musicianship. They're good. They're playing stuff. It's not the most technical. Oh, okay. I'll put it this way. The guitars are doing some stuff. The bass is just following the stuff, and the drums are two-step
Yep.
all times. Every once in a while, you get a little bit of double going, but like it's two-step every song. So it's not the most diverse thing in the world, but it's still pretty good. Production, probably, I think that was like my lowest score because it's good for the time. It's not the best quality. There's a little bit like too much bass. There's not enough mid at times. Sometimes it's some speakers are a little blown out sounding on it. Some it's too varying when you go from equipment to equipment, and that's
Right.
usually what I think of when I'm thinking of the production quality. So that's probably my lowest score. Still good, just out of them, it's not the best. Originality was probably around there. It is original. Like it's Maylene. Maylene when you hear Maylene. But like we were talking about during the pre-show, it's like this is obviously Pantera influenced, Leonard Skinner influenced. Like you've heard these riffs before somewhere, just maybe not in this packaging, but you've probably heard something similar. So I'm gonna take a little bit of points away from that. And memory, I remember all of it. As simple as that. I remember every fucking thing.
Yep.
It's good. It's one of my faves.
All right.
So where do you rank it?
Am I giving you my score?
Yep.
It gets a 8.3.
8.30. Wow.
Yeah.
Brett.
I like this
Wow.
album.
Okay.
Puts me in a fucking mood, dude. I like this shit.
All right. Who's next?
Josh, you could go.
Okay. So, Brett, you're going to be pleasantly surprised at this.
Really?
All right. Yeah. So lyrics, songwriting, pretty good. I like the stories. They're fun, catchy lyrics. You want to scream them, which is fun, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Musicianship, you are right. They're not killing it, but I think the riffs are super unique and super fun, especially when this was emo time, right? Everybody was emoing it up, right? I didn't hear a damn octave slide anywhere in this, which is right? Like they were doing really cool things. They needed a lead guitar and a rhythm guitar. Like somebody had to play the riffs and someone had to play the leads, right? So like there was a lot of cool. Yes, the bass and the drums kind of just they're the beat. But I liked how they sat in the pocket a lot. So I thought, good job, musician. They pulled away when they needed to. They complemented the parts that are important, which were definitely rhythm and lead here. Production, you are right. It's not not as good as I would want it to be. 3 gets way better production wise.
Yes.
Right.
Completely.
But then
agree.
again,
Yep.
this is such a niche sound that they probably didn't have a lot of, oh, please let me produce you.
I bet you that it's even at this level because he's Dallas.
You probably got who you got because you
he-
came from Underoath. Yeah.
Yep. So he's already got connections. He's using what he's got, which is fine.
Right.
It's Good way.
Yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
it.
as I saw, I mean, it had the same production team basically, except for the master guy dropped off on the 4th album. So they're with this one producer on every album. Granted, this producer, you notice how I didn't mention any other works he's done. I didn't really notice anybody on his list of things he's worked on. So it's really just these guys.
I'm kind of curious to see it. See if I do recognize anyone.
Sure. Yep. For originality, I think this is like the originator of this sound. Though, if you want to go back a little bit, we do get, the Norma Jeans, and we get the Every Time I Dies. Yes, they kind of
and all that. Yeah.
right. They are there with this band, but I think this band is more groove focused. So I thought you are there in that loud in your face, quick. I'm doing a lot, kind of driving music, but there's more groove here than there are in the other bands.
Well, here I think here's a big difference. These guys are actually from the South.
That's true. They're not trying to steal a sound. They
Yeah,
kind of
like
just
Every Time I Die.
That sound.
Great band. They're from Buffalo.
Yep. They got that upstate fucking hardcore sound.
Yep.
Mixing in.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Got that. And then memorability. Yeah, like you, I remember it all. Like, it's just so fun. It's such a great listen to. I don't know why I just. It's so random that we decided to go and jump into this. I guess we were really thinking about 2000. So, but I don't like go back to them a lot. So I do have those stints where I'm like, damn, I listen to the entire discography randomly, like once a year, but like it's very rare that I'm adding this playlist.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did this. It was really fun to do this.
Yeah.
So here's my score. 8.3 on the dot.
No way.
Nice!
No way.
Wow.
Yeah. Right on the dot.
What?
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
We've
it.
never done that.
No.
None of us have ever done that.
No.
No.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'm very
Hey.
close to you guys.
It's okay. It's
So
up to you now, man.
I wonder what the average is gonna be. Songwriting lyrics, you guys covered it. Like they're pretty fucking great. Same thing with musicianships. Like not the most technical things in this world. It is just pentatonic scales all over the place. But oh boy, is it fun!
Yep.
And I think that
So-
Yep.
the funness in how unique it sounds outweighs the simplicity, you could say. And yeah, songwriting these banger choruses, production for 2007 for pretty much being a no-name band, pretty good. So it's my lowest, but it's not that low comparatively.
Okay.
Originality, you guys kind of covered it. Southern metal's groove metal, not the newest thing in the world, but again, for that time, for the bands in their contemporary, nothing else was sounding like this at the time. Sure, you got the Chariot, sure, you got Every Time I Die, all them other bands, but they are, like you said, pretty much the originators for this. And then memorability, we're still talking about it,
Yeah.
I still remember the sitting at an airport, coming back home from Mississippi, going, man, this Toughest John Jacobs song's really good. What else do they got? Oh, Darkest of Kin. Oh, hey, Dry the River. Oh, hey, Death is an Alcoholic. Great. They're both very good albums. So my rating, 8.26. We were so close.
Holy shit.
So
we're
close. So close.
Oh, that's wild.
I will say,
All
throughout the review, it did bump up a little bit. Originally, it was only sitting at 8.14, but what can I say? I'm easily swayed to go, a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So-
All right. Well,
3 plus
Shit.
8.3.
All right. Let's look
Okay.
at the list.
I wonder where it's gonna be.
Pull up the wall.
All right.
Retro wall. Okay.
Oh no, someone's getting pushed out of top 15, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
I see where
yeah.
we're going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I see
Yep.
where we're going. Okay. So, what's the position?
Oh, this
Where you
is
think
gonna be
it's-
wild. It's 14.
Oh,
It's 14.
You think it's
Yeah.
gonna be 14?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. You know what?
All of our scores are
two
within there.
8.2.
Yep.
Yeah, 8.3s and then one 8.2. Yeah, it's like
8.2. Yeah, yeah.
It's like 2.8. It's got to be, right?
It's so long. Their name is so long.
I know. That's okay. They have a really short album name.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's 2.8 for sure. 8.28.
Ah, man, just because I gotta say it different, I'll say 2.9.
Brett, you nailed it. 8.29.
Yeah.
It was
Hell yeah.
technically
Yes.
it was technically 8.286666667. So 8.2.
Okay.
So yeah, round up.
All right.
Wow, new number 14. That's fair.
Yep. Sorry,
And
Chunk.
Chunk's gone. Chunk's out of the 15. It's
Yeah.
funny that Lydia is just that much higher.
Just a tad bit. I think it's because
Now,
Is the originality on that one?
yeah.
I think it's just so different and special. Like compared, like everybody else kind of fits in like the metal emo. And they're just like, we're like an indie band. That's sad. Right? Like they're just so different comparative to everything else right here.
Can you
But, like,
imagine
Chunk-
though if someone's like just listening to like this, you go 4 years strong. You're like, okay, yeah. Every time I die, 4 years strong. Yeah, Lydia. Okay, this is random. Maylene.
Right. It's the only one that doesn't really fit with any pop punk, any metal, any. I mean, I guess you kind of have. Blink-182 is kind of an outlier as well. This grouping,
Yeah, but it makes
just
sense.
sound wise,
It makes
but
sense.
it makes sense. Lydia is just a crazy underdog, I suppose.
It really is.
Yeah. I think if that Chunk album was like not their newest and maybe one of their other ones,
Like part of my French or something.
yeah, maybe it would have hung around. But hey, listen, this list, anything over 8 is like killing it. So I
Yeah.
think it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, 7 is anything in the 7s is just like it was decent.
Honestly, this top
But everything
20's
over 8,
this top 20 is pretty solid.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, Lydia
Agreed.
does deserve it for sure.
Very
Hang it
cool.
up.
Huh.
I dig it. I dig it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Good job,
I'm down.
Maylene. Good job. Hopefully you put out a new album. We can review that one as
Dude,
Oh,
a brand
yeah.
new, okay,
The
a
fucking
modern
scenes.
album. Beautiful. Well,
Beautiful. Well,
uh,
Josh,
Yeah,
you're picking for next week. What are we doing?
that's right.
Are we
So,
keeping
Brett,
with the quote unquote Florida theme or in the Bible Belt?
There's still
In
2
the Bible Belt.
bands that I want to do that I am debating on which one to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So it's up to y'all.
Okay. Okay. I already know what mine is because we're doing Florida, right? I just have to make sure yep, got it. Okay. You ready? You
I'm
ready?
ready.
Yeah.
It is going to be Newfound Glory Catalyst.
Ooh, catalyst.
Okay.
Yep. That's the one I'm doing because I don't know. This band's just so cool. And I know we've been listening to pop punk, but all the pop punk has either been old, right? And that's the only reason why it's good.
Yep.
Or it's new stuff that sounds like MGK and we fucking hate it.
Fucking hate it. Yeah.
Right? So like if we're gonna do it anything pop punk, we gotta do the good shit.
Yep.
Right? And I think because Newfound Glory is a Florida band, they got some, street cred. I love this old album. I wanna hit it. I think it's gonna be fun.
Very cool.
Interesting.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Hell
funny
yeah.
when I was looking at my bands. Newfound Glory was also on that list. It was
I remember
the,
you mentioned them.
It was the album before
Yeah.
that, but yeah.
Coral Springs, a massive shithole. That's where they're from. down there south a little bit.
Oh,
And I moved to
man.
Gorda. Yep. It's
And
gonna be
it's
great.
all downhill
Downhill from Right. So like, I just think it's just fun. This is gonna be a good one. Yeah. So that's mine. So, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google. See you the fuck later. We're gonna go on Twitch.
Episode 50. We did something that lasted 50 things.
Holy shit.
Sunday.
Listen, tell all your friends because this is gonna be the most fun. And if you follow us on Instagram, I posted a story, and I kind of, just so that you guys know, I tease the next album on the last slide of each Instagram story.
Do you really?
And
I never noticed that.
Yeah, every time. Every time. And then Points of Authority is the song I chose. God, bro, that song is so good.
Yes.
Look at Mike's red ass hair.
Yep.
This might be, I'm going to try to be as like a true critic, right? I want to be as fair as possible. But this could be our first, like, 10.
Dude,
it might be.
I'm going to, I'm going to do what I do. And there's already one thing that I know that will make it not a 10.
Yeah, the fact that Meteora exists.
No, other than that. Shut up. No, within the album, there's one thing that is pretty obvious. That is not the best.
Okay.
Should I say it?
All
or
right.
do you want to?
Oh, wait.
No, we'll save it. We'll wait. No.
Okay.
But yeah, so everyone in chat over on the Twitch side, everybody that's listening on Spotify randomly, or other platforms, and YouTube, please tell your friends to come hang out on Sunday, because
That's gonna be a big one.
it's gonna be fun. And it is our 50th show. We're gonna be spamming Discords like fucking wild. Make sure you're there, because everyone, even if you don't like fucking metal or rock, everyone knows Linkin Park. Come on.
I'm gonna cry.
This is such a good. I remember, Brett, you had that the poster up in your room back in the Carrollwood house.
Old house, yep.
Yeah, you had fucking orange walls and shit. And I remember that poster being there. Okay, I remember it. And we would listen to that shit and play fucking Halo. Yeah, I remember the orange wall. We would listen to this whole album and play fucking Halo until your mom said, "Get the fuck out of this house," and then I'd have to leave. Right? And that's kind of. So.
All right.
Oh shit!
Tired
of
seeing everyone.
Gotta get out.
25 episode long reign of Black Parade is gonna be over.
Yeah,
New number
probably.
one, baby, here.
No, I'll agree to that one.
Will it beat 9.2?
Yeah.
Will it beat 9.2?
Yeah. Duh.
Probably. So listen to it, everybody. Please come hang out on our 50th episode. It'd be a great time. And give us money. Thanks. Goodbye. Just kidding. Come out and hang. Goodbye.
Now bye.
Yeah.